This is Catherine Isabel, and you're listening to the Knife Party podcast. I hope you enjoy it, because I don't.
Groovy. Hello. I start my day by my podcast by drinking a beer. I could drink 100 now. Then I put on a bomb mask. What's up, Antonius Montana?
Hey, what's up, Zach?
Welcome to the Knife Party podcast, everybody. It's Mr. Montana and myself. And we're doing American Psycho again. So episode 19, I just re-listened to today.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of fun facts. I'm going to repeat some of them there. But if you don't want to go back and listen to them, you don't have to, because we're remaking it too. This is our redo, our season 4 redo.
A recast on the podcast.
There you go. Of American Psycho. One of my favorite comedies. And just an overall great movie. And before we get into it, though, you could join the party on Patreon. Patreon.com/NightPartyPod is where you go. And we just decided that we are going to make some awesome or long sleeve shirts for our Midnight Ramen. That's our gamer show, because when you go to our Patreon, not only do you get this show, you also get Midnight Ramen. That's we talk about nerdy stuff. It's fun. It's kind of more video game oriented, but we do go into other things like animated films, etc. We also have a show called Slime Wreck Radio X, and that's only when I'm hammered, and that happened recently, so there's going to be some more of those.
Yes.
And I go on X and troll them forums, and then or Spaces rather. And we also have a show called After Dark, and we just did a great one.
Yeah, we did.
On kind of a little bit on this, and then we talked about Batman, and we shit on Johnny Depp and his new cologne, and just how ridiculous it is, and went into other topics. And so After Dark's a fun show too, and you can only get that by going to our Patreon, and it's only $5 to sign up. However, there is a free trial. I think it's either first month or 2 weeks or whatever. I say get the free trial and try it out and download as much stuff as you can. And if you don't like it, you don't have to keep it. We also have a $20 tier, and that's where you get the merchandise quarterly, like our shirts I just mentioned. But you also get to do something called Stop the Bike. That's where I have to review a movie you pick out. For example, my wife has to pay for it. So she's a Stop the Bike member, and that's why we just did, Last Lovers Alive.
Yeah, great movie.
Which was actually a great Stop the Bike.
Yeah.
But, I mean, some people, Nikki, looking at you, like to troll me and pick out movies they know I hate. But I'm obligated to do it. I will never reject a Stop the Bike. The Barbie movie was... Yeah. The Barbie movie was one of those. And you could also email us at knifepartypod@yahoo.com. And also, if you're a Stop the Bike member, you get advertisements like this. Caps and Cork on the borderlands of Vallejo, California, and American Canyon. 52 Rancho Square is where you go to get all your adult beverages needs. They have a whole fridge full of microbrews. They are cool dudes with no attitudes. And can you beer me, my friend? What do we got over there?
We got some Mine Haze, the lemonade, and then we got the Cosmic Crusher.
Oh, dude, I want a Cosmic Crusher.
Yeah.
I don't even know. All right. One for the working man. There you go. So, yes, anyway, those are our advertisements. And let's start the show. So, we do things a little bit differently, though. But I let's just go to tomatoes. We'll start there.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
Very much so. Agreed.
But this is one of those movies, when I first saw it, I hated it. I thought it was stupid.
What?
I didn't know where it was going.
Oh, wow.
I really didn't appreciate it. And then someone said to me, rewatch it knowing it's all in his head.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And then I rewatched it, and I'm like, okay. I kind of like it. Because really, it's so fantastical.
Yeah.
That it's like, I'm like, okay, come on. Wouldn't there be a blood trail by now? You know what I mean?
Right.
But then rewatching it, and then also too, knowing it's kind of in his head, I was like, all right, I kind of like it. And then it just became one of those things where I would just throw it on and watch it because it's got a good soundtrack and it's kind of fun to watch and it's filmed very well. And I just started falling in love with it.
Yeah. No, I love this movie from the moment I saw it. 100%.
Now, where were you? Did you see this in the theater?
No, didn't see it in theater. Saw it on TV eventually when I got to like Showtime or HBO or whatever the heck it was. Yeah.
So I saw it on DVD rental, Blockbuster.
Okay.
With my ex, Victoria, and we got really stoned. That's probably another reason why I didn't like it, is I was kind of high.
Got really stoned.
Yeah, and it's like kind of hard. Like you're like, what's going on in this movie? And I didn't actually know it was kind of supposed to be a comedy, and not. I thought it was going to be like a horror movie. You know,
I mean, I guess it's kind of a comedy.
It is. I would consider it a comedy. Well,
okay.
what do they consider it? So
I don't know. I figure more of like a thriller sort of thing.
So this is April 14th, 2000 was release date.
Okay.
I didn't. And also too, I kind of had a bias when I saw it because a bunch of my friends saw it in theater.
Yeah.
And they said it was terrible, and they were just shitting on it the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
So then when I was like finally saw it, I'm like, okay, this. Yeah. Anyway, so let's see. They gave it. Are you ready? They gave it like. They really, really hammered this down, dude.
What?
Yeah, this got a 68.
Oh my god!
But audience gave it
dum-dums.
Audience gave it 85.
Okay,
so
that sounds more appropriate.
I'm in this camp. Where do you rank it?
For me personally, like a 94.
94. Wow.
Yeah, I like this movie a lot.
I give it crow status as well.
Okay,
I make it a 91.
Okay,
with our scores combined, I will agree on a 93.
Sick.
Because my original was, I think I gave it a 96 or a 97. I'm not doing that now. And I think the reason why I ranked it so high at the time, during our first review, is because I just read the book.
Ah, okay.
And the book, while good, is not paced well compared to the movie. The movie does a way better job.
Yeah.
The movie is like if
I mean, if you're a slow reader, that makes sense.
No, it's 400. Dude, the book is 400 pages, and 300 of those pages is descriptions of clothing.
Yeah.
Like, for real. In the beginning of this movie, when he's talking about his routine, that's the first 7 pages of the book. Oh, my
God.
And all that dialogue. But the movie does a great job of capturing those 7 pages. And
it gives you the cliff notes of it. Yeah.
But it's almost word for word.
Okay.
So, dig. When you know how Christian Bale pours his heart into every role?
Everything.
Like, he's very pathosy, right? He actually had a paperback copy of the book in his back pocket during filming at all times.
What?
And he would refer to it.
Okay.
And he'd go to the director and say, yo, I don't think we should do this. We should do this instead.
Yeah.
Him and the director got along so well that in the making of this movie, right, or before the movie got even greenlit.
Yeah.
So this is one of those movies where the script was hot potatoed around.
Ah, okay. I mean, it kind of makes sense for the time. Yeah.
Now, in the year 2000, they wanted Leonardo DiCaprio to play him, and then Leo was told by because Leo grew up in like a commune.
Yeah.
And like so he's like really, really super leftist. Well, the funny thing is, I like one of his friends, Hollywood, read it and said, this is the most sexist script I've ever read. Like, you should not do this. It'll ruin your fucking career.
That doesn't, it's not, like, if you understand the character, it can't be sexist because he has no feelings.
Dig this. More on that. This movie is so pro-woman. It is almost anti-man.
Yeah.
Think about this. The only character you can name besides Patrick Bateman in this movie is Paul Allen because he's, but Gene, Christy, are probably the most important characters of the movie.
Okay.
Think about it. Like everything kind of revolves around Gene in a way. Gene is one of the most important. Gene is the only thing keeping him from breaking.
Wow, I didn't put that one together. Okay, yeah.
And then when she finds the meat bone or the journal, and she's devastated because like she wants to pull him out of whatever he's doing, and then there's that realization and he doesn't kill her, and she goes like, oh, I have a bad habit of getting involved with unavailable men.
Yeah.
And then she goes right back into work mode. Oh, by the way, you have a dinner, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
You know, Jean is such an important character in this movie. Oh, by the way, let me see who plays her. Her name is kind of a little hard to pronounce. I haven't seen her in it, but Jolie Sengvi, Sevigny. And I don't think she was in much else. She was in Boys Don't Cry. She was in Zodiac?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's done probably a lot more than you think.
Yeah. Well, she just has a look in this movie, though, that's very up my alley because it's red hair with bangs. It's like, say less.
No, she's blonde.
She's got red hair in this movie.
No, she's got blonde hair.
Dude, you need to get your eyes checked, dude.
Apparently.
Yeah, you do. She's got red hair.
No, I thought it was the second prostitute that had the red hair.
No, she definitely has red hair, but Jean has. By the way, do you think that he picks the blonde to kill Jean in his mind?
Oh, maybe. That's weird.
So yeah, we got a lot of talk about. We got a lot of meat on the bone.
Yeah.
Okay, so clearly Christian Bale is in here. Now, the director and writer was Mary Herron. Now, this is actually the last book in a 3-part trilogy.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So, did you ever see the movie Rules of Attraction with with Vanderbeek? Oh my God, it's great. It's really good.
Okay.
It's a year in a life in college. And the main character is a sociopath, and this is played by James Vanderbeek, who kills it. By the way, I never respected the Beak until I saw this movie, and then I'm like, I changed my mind. And he's a sociopath, and his uncle is Patrick Bateman.
Oh,
yeah, and there's even a scene where he calls him on the phone.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And he calls himself an emotional vampire in the movie.
Oh,
he calls himself that.
Yeah.
Like he's like on the prowl to like destroy like juniors in college, and he's like one of those sophomores or seniors who's been in college way too long and hasn't applied himself at all. Yeah. He's just there to fuck with people. It's really good. It's a really good movie. I recommend it. I have it. I'll let you borrow it. It's kind of like everyone in that family is fucked up.
Right.
You know, kind of like they're all either sociopaths or psychopaths is kind of like what the books are about.
Right.
However,
do not mate with them.
So this book though takes place even though it was written after, it takes place earlier than Rules of Attraction. Rules of Attraction is supposed to take place in the 90s. This takes place in 1987.
Yeah.
At the height of American greed and all the other stuff. All right, who's else in there? William Dafoe, of course, kills it in this fucking movie.
Super awesome. Yeah, the PI.
So did you know? Oh, before we go on to William Dafoe, let's go back up to Mary Herron. So Mary Herron got the script, loved it.
Okay.
When the script was floating around, somehow Christian Bale got his hands on it.
Okay.
Christian Bale then went from The Machinist did The Machinist come after?
Yeah, Machinist is after.
After. So anyway, he went from, he gained, what was it? I think 55 pounds of muscle for this movie. Christian Bale did.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I thought that was for Batman.
Oh, no, he gained 85 pounds of muscle for that movie.
Fuck, dude.
Because he went from Machinist to that. Well,
Yeah.
He's walking around weight probably like, 175 or whatever. He got up to like 220 or something for this movie. 225, something like that. He worked out consistently, hired his own personal trainer on his own dime. Mm-hmm. And did all the research on the skin products and everything, all this stuff. And anyway, the movie was never greenlit. Like, it was being bounced around, and yet they were acting like we are greenlit.
Yeah.
So they started making corrections to the script. They started test filming, and they even watched porn together.
What?
Here's why.
That's so weird.
The first thing they did was storyboard the sex scene with the prostitutes.
Oh.
But to not get crude, the storyboard is all stick figures. So somewhere out there's a storyboard of Patrick Bateman like doing the finger out, and doing the muscle like thing, and they just sat around at coffee shops constantly talking about how they're going to do this, like what phone calls they have to make. Finally, they get $7 million to make this film.
Okay.
and it was off there, and most of it was spent on the soundtrack.
I don't doubt that. Yeah.
To clear the rights for this movie, the soundtrack was something huge, like $3 million. I'm not kidding. Huey Lewis loved the movie and didn't have a problem with it. However, Huey Lewis and the News' manager had a problem with this movie.
Why?
And was pissed off, and it was too late. The ink was dry.
Yeah.
However, not on the soundtrack. So they recalled something like, I think it was 1.3 million copies of the soundtrack and burned them.
That's crazy.
So you cannot find an American Psycho soundtrack unless it was re-released by something else.
Yeah.
The original sound, the first printings, they're all gone. I don't know if Huey was pissed off about it too, because Huey said he loved the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway. Okay, moving on. Willem Dafoe. Dude, he is so good.
Yeah.
He is so good. Like, he might be one of the most undersung American actors.
Yeah.
Whether it's Jesus Christ, not Passion of the Christ, sorry, Christ's Last Testament,
Okay.
Last Temptation of Christ is what I meant. You have just came out this year, Nosferatu, early this year, late last year, whatever you want to call it. Every time he's on screen, my eyes go to him. Like he steals the show. Here's the cool thing. Every scene with him and I say Patrick, but Christian,
Yeah.
every scene that they sit down together, whether it be at the taco place or in the office, they filmed it 3 times.
Okay.
1, William Dafoe knows he's guilty, and then cut, places, do it again. 1, he thinks he's innocent.
Okay.
Cut, places, and 1, he's really not sure. And then they edited it to all the reactions to make the perfect William Dafoe creepiness. Because William Dafoe creeps out Patrick Bateman.
Yeah.
Which makes him kind of even creepy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, he's not like some of his responses are just like, oh shit. You're gonna get busted, dude.
Yeah. You definitely get a sense that, like, oh, he knows.
He
knows.
Let's just laser focus on their relationship real quick. So, okay, first off, is this all in his head, or is some of it in his head, or is none of it in his head?
So like I was rewatching it. I was a little silly. Not gonna lie, it's a little silly.
Yes.
And I kind of had this weird like aha moment where I was like, okay, so he's not actually like a psychopath, like a serial killer, but he's schizophrenic, and his delusion is that he's a serial killer. And so it's like, okay, so like the prostitute scene, like when they're leaving, like, okay, that actually happened.
I think that too.
Yeah.
I think that too, where he's like, we're not done yet. And he grabs like the tools and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, super creepy.
I think that happened as well.
But there's like all those little, I call them like ticks, where like somebody asks him a question and he's like, oh no, actually I would like to put his head on a spike, and they're like, what? And he goes, and it like kind of reverses back, and then he like gives a response. And when you first watch it, you're like, oh, he like said it under his breath, but it's like, no, like that was a schizophrenic break.
So one of the
in his head,
one of the club scenes where he's talking to girls, and he goes, "What?" She goes, "What do you do for a living?" And he goes, "Executions and murders." And then she goes, "Do you like it?" And he goes, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "Most people think that acquisitions and mergers are boring."
Yeah.
So you think he said acquisitions and murders or mergers,
but she couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
But what I got from it was he didn't actually ever say any of those little ticks. That's just what he was thinking. It was like a little break,
dude.
And then after is like the actual interaction that occurs.
You just gave me brain fire.
I got a cream for that.
Meaning, people that do copious amounts of cocaine get schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. That is like a known psychosis. Yeah.
And they're always
that
talking
totally
about
adds
everything.
up.
Yeah.
Dude, I never put that together, and I've seen this movie.
Dude, I've never put it together.
I've seen this movie 20, 30 times.
At least. And just in that moment, I was watching, and it was, I forget exactly what scene it was, but it was just like, I was like, okay. Remember this for later. Remember this for later.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense because he's constantly doing rails.
Yeah.
And
Like
so
the whole movie.
Yeah, and that totally makes sense.
And so, like, when he's working out and talking, like, and then I'd use a face balm and this peach scrub.
that is also very cokey.
Is like, that's he's in a break.
So get this. Right after he does coke, remember they're in the bathroom. They're like, "We're trying to do coke in here."
Yeah.
And he's like, "This is fucking saccharine. What is what the fuck?" And he goes, "Maybe if we do enough of it, we'll get high."
Yeah.
And then he walks to the bar and he goes, "You're an ugly, dumb bitch. I want to stab you to death and play with your blood."
Right.
And then he goes, "Thank you." And so he didn't say that.
He didn't say
that's
any
a
of that.
tick.
That was a tick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude. Right on, man.
Breaking the wall down, bro.
Breaking the wall.
Yeah.
So that totally makes sense. Okay. How do you explain, though, when he's got the lock of hair?
Well, he got that from the prostitute.
Ah, okay.
So, like, that part actually happened. Like, that was the break, like, really being a thing.
This also makes sense because during that scene, he's wearing sunglasses like he's coming down from a coke, like
right.
a coke dump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa, dude.
Yeah, so
I almost want to see it again.
You take, like, the ATM scene,
Yeah.
right?
Like, feed me a cat.
Yeah.
And then he shoots the
right,
girl.
and he shoots it, and then the cops roll up, but then he, like, calmly just grabs the cash out of the ATM and starts walking away. You don't ever see him punch. Like, he starts it, and then, like, the message comes up, right?
Yeah.
He's not actually, like, punching in, like, oh, account, and then this and that.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like that scene didn't actually happen.
Okay.
He did actually punch in his code and take the money.
Okay.
And during that, he broke.
Got it.
And all that took place. And he was like, oh, well, I need to take my money
Okay,
and then get the heck out of here.
Explain to me the homo scene because I actually think maybe he killed that guy.
Yes.
You think so,
I
too?
agree. Yeah, that's one of the few scenes.
Because no one would notice a homeless man dead.
Exactly. And because he's analyzing the situation. He's asking him the questions. And
You smell like shit. We have nothing in common.
Right. And he's like, being his free self or whatever. And he's like, yeah, we actually have nothing in common.
Yeah.
And then it's like, cool, I'm going to get away with this.
By the way, Christian Bale got death threats.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
You know why?
Why?
He stomps on the homeless man's dog.
Oh, yeah, that was a hard scene.
It's a hard scene. However, here's my thing. I love animals, too. Don't get me wrong. I have... Like, we have 4 cats here. I love dogs. I'm a cat and dog person. I know they exist. I love elephants. I love fucking creatures of.
You love the.
I love
world.
me some animals, right? I don't understand why people go, I can't watch that movie because the dog dies. Like, my wife's like that, and I'm like, well, you have borderline personality disorder, dude. Because human life is more precious than dogs. I'm sorry, it just is.
I don't know about that, but
if you heard a story of, St. Jude's Hospital burnt down and all these kids died versus a veterinarian clinic burnt down and a bunch of animals died, clearly, one of them's way more of a tragedy than the other.
I'm on the fence with that one.
Okay. All right, you're allowed to be, but what I'm saying, even if you say they're equal, though.
Yeah.
Then that's one thing. But going, you killed a dog in a movie, so now I'm going to send you death threats. You're fucking insane.
Yeah, that's a crazy person thing to do.
Yeah, that is a very crazy person thing to do. So anyway, you know who else got death threats? The writer of this book. Let's talk about him for a second.
Okay.
So I don't have his name in front of me, but a Google search, we could throw it up. And I'm not doing your work for you people. We're giving you entertainment for free. So jog on. Anyway, the writer of this book grew up in New York during the 80s, and they had a huge goth scene in the 80s. Huge. He played I think he played keyboards for Sisters of Mercy, if I'm not mistaken.
That was a big one.
If it wasn't Sister of Mercy, it was another band around the same area. I could be wrong with Sister of Mercy, I think, but I do know he played
Brothers of Justice.
He played sounds like one of my fucking Helldivers ships. He played in a bunch of goth bands, and I think he tried out for a couple of famous ones too. But anyway, and he would notice yuppies all the time at the clubs, and they would just go there to get drugs.
Right.
And he hated them, and he just noticed how like they're all fucking evil and like sociopathic and stuff. So that's why Patrick Bateman is an amalgamation of a bunch of other characters.
Okay.
In the book itself, he is not just called Patrick. And
Right.
notice at the end of this movie where his lawyer calls him by a different name.
Yeah, it was like, what are you talking about, Davis?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
So he gets confused for Davis. Also, did you notice how, like, I get confused from this guy because we go to the same barber and we have some haircut.
Yeah.
Do you think that Patrick?
Paul Allen.
Do you think that he is actually Davis the whole time and Patrick is his fantasy character?
Yes.
Like he goes into that mode when
yeah.
he's okay. I do too. I think that he actually is Davis and Patrick Bateman is actually his fantasy character.
Fantasy, yeah, like alter ego.
Yeah. So also too, Patrick Bateman makes sense because it's based on Norman Bates. That's where the name came from.
Right.
This
And like the whole movie, he has an infatuation with serial killers. Yeah.
Exactly. Like for instance, he's watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, later uses a chainsaw, and then talks about Ed Gein, and Ed Gein was the inspiration for Leatherface.
Right.
So there's that. So the writer of the book got tons of death threats because the book has infanticide. He actually kills children and makes sausage into them.
Oh God.
And
oh man,
the writer of the book actually writes himself in the book. Do you remember the first?
Was that Vonnegut?
The first restaurant when he goes like, and a wave of calm washes over me when I see that we have a good table.
Yeah.
And then there's the goth artist people.
Right.
Yeah. So the guy talk about and then the guy's Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
So the guy with the hair that looks like he's in The Cure.
Right.
That's supposed to be the writer of the book.
Oh, that's sick. Okay.
Now, but in the book though, that scene doesn't take place there. So here's one of the differences between the book and the movie. One of the slight differences, besides it being edited a lot, but I'm glad they edited it because if they would have done the book into the movie, it would be fucking just an advertisement for clothes.
Okay.
But it's him at a Christmas party, and him and his girl are there. But there's no pig there or anything else. It's like a Christmas party before then, and he's just over there to I think score drugs, but they're eating sushi, and so that's one of the differences. And it's the beginning of the book is actually the introduction of Patrick Bateman to the writer of the book, and he is there explaining how I met Patrick Bateman, kind of, but it's the other way around. Patrick Bateman explaining how I met the writer of the book.
Oh.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he's in the book and in the movie, but not really. He's just he wrote himself into it. Kind of like how, James O'Barr wrote himself as the Crow.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. All right, moving down, we got Jared Leto, who I do not like his music, but god damn can he act.
Yeah. Phenomenal actor.
I love it how he outshines Bateman by getting Dorsia. And all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And who can forget this little scene? I'm going to play just a little clip here. It is because why play a trailer when you could play this instead? And we're not a clip show, so I thought this would be more appropriate. So let me just turn on our volume there.
Patrick, thanks so much for looking after Courtney. Dorsia, how impressive. How on earth did you get a reservation there?
Lucky, I guess.
All right, let's analyze the scene real quick. First off, he is clearly gay.
Oh, yeah.
But
obviously.
Now, Patrick never took her to Dorsia, remember? Because she was on so much Valium.
Yeah.
I think she's on Xanax or Valium at this point.
No, lithium.
Lithium, yeah.
Yeah.
And, lithium doesn't do that to you, though, which is weird. Anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've taken lithium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then again, I'm bipolar, so it wouldn't do that to me anyway. I'm pretty sure he said Valium, but regardless, he takes her to another place that rhymes with Dorsia, but it's not Dorsia.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about Dorsia in a minute. So
it doesn't exist.
So it's funny because he's fucking her, but he's with his fiance. And by the way, I think that Patrick's kind of a fool because of all the women in his life. Well, clearly I like Jean the best. Now, it is inappropriate to date your secretary, but not in the 80s.
Yeah, it was definitely common in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful suit. Don't tell me, let me guess. Valentino Couture.
Uh-huh.
Looks so soft.
Your compliment was sufficient, Louis.
So that happened. That was not a tick.
No, that actually happened. Yeah.
All right, so then in walks Jared Leto's character.
Hello, Halberstram. Nice tie.
Halberstrand. There's another name.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think he's an amalgamation of a lot of... We're going to get into it in a second when the cards show.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, just keep that in mind.
How the hell are you? Alan has mistaken me for this dickhead Marcus Halberstram. It seems logical because Marcus also works at PNP and in fact does the same exact thing I do. He also has a penchant for Valentino suits and Oliver Peoples glasses. Marcus and I even go to the same barber, although I have a slightly better haircut.
So how's the ransom account going, Marcus?
It's all right.
Really? That's interesting. It's not great.
Oh, well, you know.
So how's Cecilia? She's a great girl.
Oh, yeah. I'm very lucky.
Hey, Alan. Congratulations on the Fisher account.
But the funny thing is, he's wearing the exact same glasses and almost has the exact same haircut.
Yes.
But it's funny because he's talking about Oliver Peoples. He's wearing fucking Oliver Peoples. Oh, by the way, if you read the book or listen to the book on tape.
Yeah.
By the way, one thing I was really pissed off is I did listen to the book on tape at one point, and Christian Bale should have narrated it. I would fucking listen to it all the time.
Yeah.
Because one of the best things about this is the monologue, the inner dialogue.
Yeah.
Which I think is fantastic.
Oh, he nails it.
This movie without the inner dialogue, this would be a 55, 60.
Yeah, it'd be terrible.
The inner dialogue just totally toes the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Baxter.
Listen, Paul, squash.
Call me.
What, Friday?
No can do. I got an 8:30 res at Dorsia. Great. Sea urchin ceviche.
Okay. He just mentioned he's going to Dorsia.
Yeah.
But Christian Bale's character just got complimented that he was able to swing, even though he didn't.
Even though he didn't.
Even though he didn't. So how come that's not acknowledged? Anyway.
Dorsia on Friday night. How do you swing that?
I think he's lying.
See, I think he's lying.
Yeah.
Is that a gram?
New card. What do you think?
Okay. I want you to look at his card. And then, first off, don't call that number. I tried it already.
Ah.
Whoa. Very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Good coloring.
That's bone.
Of
And
course
the
it
lettering
is.
Something called Cillian Braille.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing. Look at this.
Okay. What do you notice?
What do
You
you
notice
mean?
it yet? All right. Keep watching. By the way, real quick, did you notice that Christian Bale's teeth? So Christian Bale has a permanent lisp now for this movie. He went to a dentist and said, "I need these teeth."
Oh.
And they're like, like this, you're going to have a permanent lisp if we do this. His teeth were fine,
Yeah.
but he wanted veneers for this movie.
Okay.
That's how dedicated he was.
Wow.
He still has them to this day. He never got them. Well, once you get veneers, you're fucked.
It's kind of is what it is, yeah.
Guys are really nice.
Eggshell with Romalian type. What do you think?
Nice. Jesus. That is really super. How'd a nitwit like you get so tasteful?
By the way, he's my other favorite character, and I don't even know his name.
That Bryce prefers Van
Bryce.
Patten's card to mine.
But wait. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Bryce is actually hilarious, though.
Raised lettering. Pale nimbus. White.
Did you notice it yet? This is why I think this is in his head.
Are you talking about like how the last names are all capitalized?
No, how can they all be vice president of the company?
Oh.
All of them say vice president.
Yeah.
You cannot have 3 vice presidents of a company. You know, you could have a CFO, you could have,
I don't know how,
Impressive.
because are they all in mergers?
Let's see Paul Allen.
but they still are all Pearson Pierce.
Yeah.
Look
Vice
at that
President.
self-white
Yeah.
coloring. The tasteful thickness of it. Oh my God. It even has a watermark.
Something wrong? Patrick? You're sweating.
So anyway, probably I don't know what. Probably my favorite scene of the whole movie. What about you?
Ooh.
Did you marinate on that for a while? Reese Witherspoon's character. We got to go into her.
Huh.
So
Don't we?
yeah, she plays Evelyn Williams, who I think is being faithful to. No, she is fucking.
Yeah, like everybody's cheating on everybody.
Yeah. But here's the weird thing. Did you notice that Bryce pulled out a card and it said Paul Allen on it? That's another thing that was weird. Bryce, the character with the slick back hair, he goes, let's see Paul Allen's card. Why did he pull out Paul Allen's card? But that's Bryce.
That's true. Paul Allen gave it to the other guy.
Yeah.
Not Bryce.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking, this is
Which
why.
means this scene may not have actually happened.
Or he's on so much coke because when he opens up his thing and he goes, what is that, a gram
Yeah.
of coke?
Right.
So do you think like he just snorted a rail with them and like this is all in his fucking head?
Oh.
No, because you're the one that brought this up, and I'm like, oh my god, you might be right.
Yeah.
Let's analyze this scene. I think this is this.
Think maybe he's like multiple personality. and
Yeah.
this is his inner
He's every character
personalities talking to each other.
Exactly. That's why
Holy
they.
crap.
That's why they all say vice president.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Man.
And that's why he's getting mistaken for that. Maybe there's only 2 people in the room, and he's like the 4 people at the table because
they don't interact with
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, like
It's the one guy and Paul Allen that interact.
yeah.
But everybody else at the table doesn't interact.
So yeah, he might be that. Like he have like a gay personality,
Right.
right? Like, and that's why he's fucking Evelyn or the other girl too, right?
Right.
So he that just might be his gay personality, and then he's also Bryce, who's this racist personality, because he's dude. We just unraveled an onion.
Holy moly.
Wow, I knew we were gonna get into this.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Oh wow. Okay. So anyway, Reese Witherspoon's character. This might have one of the ugliest breakups in any movie. Where he's drawing the picture with crayons
Yeah.
at a restaurant called Crayons, by the way.
Right. Which is weird. I'm like, I know it's supposed to be like a high-end place. I'm like, do they have the crayons ironically?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't think they serve children at this restaurant.
Yeah, right. Like I was just like, why would they need to be there?
Now, I remember when this is so funny, and this is so, you're in a doomed relationship if this happens.
Yeah.
So when I first saw this with Victoria at the time,
Yeah.
we saw that scene. She looks over and she goes, "Please never break up with me like that."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Who's to say I'm going to break up with you?"
Right. Like why you're already thinking that.
Yeah, it was weird. But when she goes like, "What about our friends?" He goes, "You can keep them." Well, probably because all of his real friends are in his head.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why he keeps getting called all these people. Maybe he even introduces himself as these other people.
Well,
to other,
he does. After
yes.
Paul Allen, he introduced himself
So
multiple
as
times.
Paul Allen.
Yeah.
And then the weird thing is then Paul Allen comes back.
Right.
The lawyer says, "I just spoke with Paul Allen 2 days ago."
So another guy was like, yeah, like I just saw him in London. Da, da, da.
So do you think the PI, the private investigator, was actually Willem Dafoe's character is actually investigating him to see if he's fit for duty or some shit?
Maybe. Because then, okay, so yeah, he kills Paul Allen.
You know
I'm gonna
what? Dude-
Pretend like he takes a trip to London, but then it turns out he was actually taking a trip to London. So he didn't actually kill him.
Yeah.
It was all in his head, and he did all that based on a psychotic
So he
break.
actually goes to London, but in his mind,
He killed him and pretended he went there.
Even like when he shoots the cop car and explodes, and he looks at his gun like, it's that powerful?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's clearly when you know, oh, that definitely
That
is in his
definitely
head.
didn't happen. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Dig.
Yeah.
This scene bothers me so much.
Okay.
When he goes to Paul Allen's apartment
Right.
and he has his mask on and he's going to clean up his murder, and then it's being shown to sell.
Yeah.
And the girl comes up and goes, "Did you see the ad in the Times?" And he goes, "No." Yeah. She goes, "There was no ad in the Times. I think you should leave now."
Right.
What the fuck? They never explained that scene.
And that one always kind of got me because it leads to
And that's in the book
believe-
too. That part is in the book, and it leads to nothing. Almost.
Well, it leads to believe that like something bad did happen there because it was after the second time with the prostitutes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the chick, she finds like the bodies in the closet and this and that, and then all of a sudden it's being cleaned, and so it leads to believe that like the realtor knows.
So do you think he actually killed the prostitute then? Because we've already established that he does kill the homeless guy.
Right. And that's the hard thing is like, did he use Paul Allen's place as like a dump spot?
Yeah.
Because like the prostitute is real.
But what about if he is Paul Allen? This is just another one of his apartments. Maybe he had.
Oh man.
See,
It's hard because like
this unravels your theory a little bit, just a little bit, not
Well,
totally. It just
I
puts a
don't-
dent in it.
I don't know if it unravels the theory because oh man, it's hard to explain.
Yeah. Okay. We'll marinate on that.
Freaking
first,
onions.
right? Okay. Let's see who else we got. Let's talk about Gene's character. So, as I said, I think Gene is his empathy.
Okay.
And Paul Allen is his id. Right? So Gene's character is the only thing trying to hold him together.
Right.
So and by the way, I said this is a very pro girl power thing.
Right.
So let's see. Let's see if I have a clip here about that where we can analyze something else. Yeah, here we go. Oh, no, we're not loading an ad. Sorry.
No, we're
Fuck
definitely
that.
not doing that.
Yeah. Anyway, I think he knows the fact too that okay. When Gene goes to his apartment,
Yeah.
I actually think that he's about to kill her.
Yes.
I think he is.
Yeah.
The sorbet scene with the nail gun.
Right.
By the way, here's another thing that kind of makes it also in his head a little bit, though. The nail gun wasn't plugged in. Everyone knows a nail gun needs to be plugged in. And there was no pressure or anything. A nail gun's just fire. But I think he probably held it up, and they probably did that on purpose, where it wasn't plugged in to let you know that he's just really crazy. And then he's looking at the knife, and he goes, Gene, what do you want to do with your life? You know?
Yeah.
And he's like, maybe I should, and then he's like, can I do it? I don't know. I really think that he's like, she is the last bastion of sanity.
Right.
Anyway, let's go ahead and give this a whirl.
Doing the crossword? Need any help?
See, I think here he's coming down off of the coke psychosis.
Yep.
Strawberry blonde, we can admit on that. Or agree, right?
Yeah.
Gene,
Yes, Patrick?
would you like to accompany me to dinner? That is, if you're not doing anything.
No, I don't have any plans.
Well, isn't this a coincidence? Listen, where should we go?
Anywhere you want.
Let's not think about what I want. How about anywhere you want?
I don't know, Patrick. I can't make this decision.
Come on.
You know what I just noticed?
What?
He wears red, white, and blue in every scene.
Just about. Yeah.
He always wears like a navy suit, a white shirt, and then a red tie.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to go? Anywhere you want. Just say it. I can get us in anywhere.
What about... Dorcia?
I have a theory.
Uh-oh.
The reason why he can't get into Dorcia is because his alter ego, Paul Allen, is the one who can get into Dorcia. By killing off his other
Like personality?
No,
Well,
actually-
no, it's not a personality because the other people interact with him. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I actually no. Wait, I think that Paul Allen does in fact exist.
Yes.
but Bryce, the gay gentleman, and the other person he's confused as, they're in his head.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking right now. God, I'm going to have to rewatch this again.
Yeah.
Because that's the one he pals around with. He only hangs out with Paul Allen twice.
Right.
Once they go to that cantina place, and the guy's like, would you like to hear specials? And he goes, not if you want to keep your spleen.
Yeah.
And they talk about, well, they have, and he goes, fuck, what does he order? He goes, whiskey straight, something. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, but how... I don't know. All right, anyway. We have a lot to digest here, people. We're just as confused as you are.
So, Dorsia is where Gene wants to go.
Oh, I don't know. No, we'll go in wherever you want to go.
Dorsia is fine.
He knows the number by heart, by the way.
Well, I think he's called it
Dorcia,
a bunch of times.
Yeah, can you take 2 tonight at, let's say 9 o'clock?
We're totally booked.
Really? That's great.
No, I said we are totally booked.
2 at 9? Perfect. See you then. Yeah. You're dressed okay?
You didn't give a name.
They know
They
me.
know me. Why don't you meet me at my place at 7 for drinks? And Gene? We'll want to change before we go out.
So here's the funny thing. He just said, you're dressed okay.
Yeah.
But clearly he doesn't think so.
No.
All right. The ending. He goes on this murder spree.
Right.
And then goes to an office. And by the way, when he signs in, definitely looks coked up. Because he's sweating and like smiling and shit.
Right.
Calls his lawyer, confesses to everything from eating brains to this, that, and the other, which, by the way, clearly he's Dahmer-esque stuff.
Yeah.
And then the next day, they all meet up at the sports bar or whatever.
Right.
And, well, not sports bar, but, you know.
It felt like country club or something
lower, like a yacht club or something.
Yeah.
And he goes, that was great, Hamilton. Where did you come up with this shit? And then he's like, you're my lawyer. Look at me. I'm Patrick Bateman. This also makes our theory of the multiple personality disorder thing kind of make more sense, too. Because
he's like, Bateman, he can't do that. Like, that scrawny little blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like,
so the other weird thing is when the gay lover confesses his love to him when he's about to kill him, or he thinks he is, and then he gets freaked out and washes his hands even though he's got gloves on. It kind of proves,
which would be what, like, Patrick Bateman would do, because he's a coward.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, at the end of the day, he is not a strong, charismatic person.
Well, no, because, like, at the end, they talk about, like, Patrick Bateman, like, the real one, being, like, a coward.
Yeah.
And everything. And, like, that scene, it kind of shows.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's all scared, and he's, like, freaking out, and he's washing his gloves, and da-da-da-da, which somebody like that would do.
Let's go back to the beginning of the movie when he's at the spa talking about there's an idea of Patrick Bateman, but I am not him.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Yeah.
And then he's looking at the Asian girl with disgust.
Yeah.
And she goes, like, he's just looking at her with disdain.
Yeah.
And I think that's where because the Bryce character is pretty racist. I think that's like the Bryce. I'm with you now.
It's like schizophrenic or like multiple
personality disorder. Well, if you have what they call it's the real thing. It's called methamphetamine psychosis, and it's where you fucking think there's people there,
right,
that they're not there. You see shit and think shit that you did, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Or other way around, you do shit and you don't remember it, and you have this like weird fucking fantasy world about you. And at the end of the day, he wants to fit in.
Yeah.
He blocks out the outside world with wearing headphones constantly.
Well, and it's like, even when he talks about like the music, right? Very
cokey
awesome
about
scenes,
it.
very cokey. But if you like really listen to what he's saying, he's regurgitating advertisements.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
like this is what he read in a magazine about this song.
Reviews or something, or
Reviews,
like something he read in the Washington, the New York Times or something.
Exactly.
And also too, when they even go to a restaurant, he goes like, "It's a playful little piece that the New York Post gave." Da, 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 when he's when he's ordering for her and stuff, and then most definitely. Oh, another weird thing too. You know, in this movie, how he mentions Donald Trump 4 times?
No, well, yeah, it's like Trump, but it's like his Trump's wife and stuff like that.
Yeah, is that Ivanka Trump? You know, all this stuff. In the book, Trump is mentioned at least 30 times. He's obsessed in this movie with Donald Trump.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was the 80s.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there was a lot of correlation.
Yeah, New York and stuff like that.
Yeah, cocaine.
Here's another scene that's in the book but not in the movie, and it's really odd. It's him going. So we said this is a Christmas movie. The book is definitely a Christmas movie.
Okay.
There's a whole chapter where he just goes shopping for people.
Whoa.
He goes to like a Sears and a Gucci Couture and everything.
Yeah.
And he just buys gifts for people.
Interesting. Well, it's what you're supposed to do to fit in.
But the weird thing is he doesn't do anything evil until like the last page when he like, I forgot what he does, but he does something fucking, but the whole chapter is so normal and just like a day in the life of this guy. And then the last piece is like when it gets really evil. And I think that's when he kills the kid, or he makes that's when he makes sausage out of a dead kid that's in his freezer. You know, at the very end, he's like, "No, I'm grinding up the meat like of this child, and I'm going to make sausage out of it." That's just the end.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, there's like 20 pages of this chapter are just like him shopping.
Yeah.
And then he gets upset and he returns something and buys something else, and he gets all and he's working himself up in a frenzy trying to buy gifts, and it's just like it's really manic and it's just so weird. Speaking of shopping, so this movie inspired a couple of things.
Okay.
There was a pop-up restaurant called Dorsia.
Oh, really?
And it only sat a few people, and it was very exclusive.
Okay.
It's no longer available.
Huh.
There is also a skin product line that came out.
Oh,
because
of this movie?
I don't know if it's still up.
Yeah.
I could try to Google it, but
yeah,
the skin product line had a chainsaw on their website.
Oh.
It was a stainless steel chainsaw. And like when you went to the buttons, they're all bloody. And I think it was called like Bateman Skincare. And it did exist.
Yeah.
And I think it was based out of Australia.
Oh.
And
okay.
I think. And it did sell very well. I don't think it's still around though, but it did sell very, very well.
Yeah.
And they had a fucking killer website. Let me see if it's still up. Bateman Skin Care American. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute.
It's a skincare
routine. Yeah. No, I don't think this is it.
No, that's not it.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Yep, it's still up.
It's still up. They're still doing it?
They're still doing it.
Whoa.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Oh no, yeah, that's kind of funny. But there used to be what Patrick Bateman's cream routine for men. Anyway, there was a website where they did, and all of the products had a chainsaw on them.
Oh, that's sick.
So, but anyway, you could look that up. But I don't know if you're going to look as good as Christian Bale. I mean, you could try, but that's probably pretty hard. All right, we're at 54 minutes and some seconds. Any final thoughts on this movie, man? I want to bump this up to a 95 now.
Agreed.
After like all the conspiracy theories and like,
yeah.
And that's the problem with this movie, dude. Is every time I have a conversation with somebody, I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those movies where you're like, oh shit. It's kind of like the.
Well, it's like all of his different things. It lends to people seeing the movie differently.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so it's like, oh great, now I have to watch it with this personality in mind. Now I have to watch it with this in mind.
Yeah, kind of like what we did with The Shining with the Wendy theory.
Exactly. Yeah.
Except for instead of like. Yeah, no, I love The Shining. Don't get me wrong, but this movie is way more entertaining to watch. The Shining is kind of a chore to watch. It's a great movie.
I mean, I don't find it a chore.
Well, what I mean is Stanley Kubrick movies are kind of very.
Well, it's
tense.
all slow burn.
Yeah, slow burn, tense, slow burn. Whereas this movie is kind of like it's got laughs to it.
Yeah.
So I actually do not mind watching. This is kind of like, to me, it's like Mean Girls. I could watch this movie every day and it doesn't bother me. Whereas Shining is like, okay, buckle up.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
Well, remember, guys, plugs. Knifepartypod at yahoo.com because we keep it old school. We are going to be doing our allocation. So bump your Patreon up to $20 if you want to be a part of that. Please. It really does help the show. And I want to make as much merchandise as possible. And like I said, they're ones-offs. And do your free trial. If you're a free listener, do the free trial on our Patreon, patreon.com/knifepartypod. If you can't afford it, I get it. I know times is hard. You know, like our economy is very...
is what it is.
It is what it is. However... I'm going to let you know if you do subscribe to our Patreon or get the free trial, there is probably something insane like 400. Last time I counted, there's 400 something plus hours of entertainment.
Easily over 400
Easy.
hours. Yeah.
And you are supporting a fledgling podcast. And clearly we don't have any ads. So, you know, you guys are our...
You're our support team.
Yeah, we lose money doing this. I'm not even lying. But we have fun doing it. So that's why we do it.
And we love every listener that chimes in.
If you can't help us out financially, that's fine. Tell a friend, like, subscribe. If you're listening on YouTube, give the thumbs up and smash that like button, as the kids say, and hit the little ring thing. I don't know what all
like,
this...
subscribe, notifications.
Yes. And
stay up to date with the latest Slash.
And maybe we will be graced with Patrick Bateman ads. I mean, we should, you know what? We should, or Dorsey or whatever. Yeah, because, you know, at the end of the day, the more eyeballs or ear holes, rather, the more likelihood that we will get other sponsors. Cool. All right, man. Antonius, it has been a blast. This was a really, really weird deep dive, onion dive. Way better than my original one, because I didn't even think about the methamphetamine psychosis thing. This totally makes sense about the multiple personality disorder and everything. Because when you read the book, I swear to God, they kind of lean on that, but you just hit it out of the park with your evidence.
I, too, had fun on this episode.
How many crunches can you do now? I could do 1,000 now. All right, dude.
I'm going to have to return some videotapes.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Be kind and rewind. And we're going to get out of here. And those stains are definitely cranberry juice. Cran apple.